Hi there, back with another video review, and yes, this is another 1/18 scale Bugatti Chiron made by Bugatti. So this was actually at the top of my wish list of diecast models that I want to collect, and I'm very delighted to have finally gotten it. It took some time. I managed to get this through a local hobby store here in Malaysia. So the owner of that store was friendly enough to actually book this model. I don't know where he got his source from, but very happy to have this in hand. So what's so special about this model is this is actually based or more of an homage to the 42 seconds Bugatti Chiron. What does the 42 seconds actually mean? Well, I'm just going to lift it up a little bit to show you guys on the windshield at the front. So as you can see, 0-400-0. So basically, this car in this particular color scheme, a standstill, that means from 0 kilometers an hour up to 400 kilometers an hour, and then finally braking back to 0 kilometers an hour, all within 42 seconds. So that that is a very interesting fact. So yeah, without wasting any more time, let's just start the review from the side. So as I've mentioned, the color scheme on this model, it's based on the actual car that did the 42 seconds record, I should say. And I'm really digging this color scheme. Just take a look at the the Chiron design on this model. It's got this turquoise or bluish ring around the doors. Just makes it look very very sleek. And I'm just gonna bring it closer. So it's got a very glossy black color as the body paint, and then with the door handles, it's actually a single part. It's not a separate part that's mounted onto the door panels. So very nice to see on this Bburago model. I think I've mentioned in a previous review of the Bugatti Chiron Sport, the one in black and red. So I did mention that I think Bburago has really improved their technology in terms of inserting or incorporating this 3D door design. So nice carbon texturing as well. And well, right at the bottom here, you do have the 42 second label right down there. And now coming along to the front. So it's got the signature Bugatti front grills. And let's just take a look at the front. So for the front grills, yes, these are just a solid plastic mesh, as in there are no holes to it, so it doesn't go all the way through. But nice Bugatti logo that's placed at the center, and then also nice coloration for the 42 seconds. And you do also get grill mesh at the bottom. Again, these are just plastic. And just take a look at the headlamps. The design or the work done is actually very nice. And in terms of the shut lines, there's not a huge gap in between the front hood with the body, as well as the door with the rest of the body. So this is the other side. So it's practically the same. Even with the 42 seconds label, it also appears on this side. So let's move on to the back. So very nice details on the back as well. And well, with the Bugatti badge over here, well, this is well, it doesn't have any 3D effect to it, as in it's just sort of a sticker or painted on, and you know, it's painted on the or placed on this carbon panel as well, so which is nice. And similar with the front grills, or the grills that you get on either side of the back, it's also just plastic mesh and does not go through, as in there are no holes to it. And in terms of the tail lamps, you know, the details or the design by Bburago are excellent and well captured. So just looking at the diffuser and the exhaust at the bottom there, nicely done. And well, I'm just going to lift it up a little bit, and well, I'll probably show you guys the engine details or whatever's exposed actually. So yeah, nothing much to see actually, but just sort of you know, covering every aspect of this model. So let's move on to the wheels. So, you know, similar with the body design, the tire rims also come with these turquoise or bluish rings, which is nice. As you can see, when it spins, it does look like you know, some sort of well, it does have a unique pattern to it. And you know, with the Bburago Bugatti models, the brake disc inside actually moves along with the wheels, so that's very nice. And as you can see, it also goes through the brake calipers just like the real car. And then here is the front wheels. So it's well, you also get the same features, as in the brake disc moves along and goes through the calipers. And well, you can actually turn it left and right, but you know, unfortunately on this model that I have, it's kind of rigid in the sense that you know, it just goes back into place. And I think if I want to turn it to the left, it's also kind of stuck to the body. So yeah, that's a bit of a nitpick right there. And now let's focus on the opening features. So I'm going to start off with the front hood or the bonnet. So okay, the opening is not that huge, I'll admit that, and well, hopefully you guys can actually see what's inside. Basically, it's a plastic part, as in there are no velvet carpeting materials whatsoever, but it does have some fairly nice details to it. And yeah, another nitpick is the fact that you can't really raise the hood you know, a bit wider. And as with all Bburago models, you can open the doors. So let's check out the interior. So very cool details to see inside. So the steering wheel, well, sort of works. And well, I think there is a label inside. Let me just adjust the camera a bit. So I'm trying to zoom in, but unfortunately, you know, I'm not sure if it's picking up, but inside there is sort of a signature. I'm not sure if that's Bugatti's signature, but you know, very nice to see, you know, even these finer details inside. And just you know, checking out the seats, nice details and texturing. Very nice to see the two-tone effect is also carried through inside, even on the seat belts, as you can see. So let's just put this back in, and let's take a look at the interior from another angle. So on this side, it also has the signature in there. You know, in terms of the dashboard, the details are really nice as well. And well, unfortunately, there is no opening feature in terms of you know, opening the engine bay, as in we can't really see how the engine looks like, only these two parts that is exposed. But it does have deployable spoilers, this deployable spoiler, which is very easy to open up. All you have to do is just push it up like that. And you know, the details are pretty basic, as in it's just two plastic hinges, not much details in there, but it's all right for the price. And then let's move on to the base. So this is how it looks like underneath. And then here is the top profile. So I'm gonna do a quick side-by-side comparison with the Bugatti Chiron Sport. So here they are side by side. You know, very nice to have both of these models on display in anyone's Bugatti collection. And well, just thought of comparing the wheels. So as you can see, the tire rims are actually different, whereby the one with the 42 seconds label, you know, the tire rims are a lot smoother. It's curvier compared to the one on the Chiron Sport, the one in red. It's got a more sharper, sort of a spiderweb kind of design. And well, just to cover the back wheels, so similar with the front wheels, of course. But you know, just to show you guys how they both look like side by side on the back. And well, covering the back profile, well, both of these are very nice and similar, of course, except for the number plate as well as the exhaust. As you can see on the Chiron Sport, it's got the 4 circles, compared to the one on the Bugatti Chiron 42 label. I think this one looks a lot more realistic actually, but I do like the number plate, you know, the Chiron Sport number plate. And well, since I also have the Bugatti Divo, I might as well do a quick side-by-side comparison. So, you know, I think these two really match very well together because of the, you know, the turquoise or the bluish trimmings, or the colors on the body. So yeah, very nice to see both of these together. And just to cover the wheel sets on these two models. So this time we are taking a look at the back wheels. And just to finish off the quick comparison, this time on the back profile. Well then, overall, you know, recent models produced by Bburago have been exceptionally brilliant, including these Bugatti Chiron. You know, I'm a firm believer that ever since they reclaimed the Ferrari license, I think, you know, their attention to detail has really improved by miles. I mean, yeah, it could be due to the fact that before they can actually release, you know, either these Bugatti models or even the Ferrari models. They would need to get approval from, you know, the respective car companies. But, you know, having said that, you know, the work done on these models by Bburago have really hit the nail. And yeah, I mean, I do admit there are certain flaws or, you know, minor nitpicks, such as the small openings, as well as the tires, you know, the rigid tires. But you know, in terms of the overall presentation and the work done, I'm really impressed and satisfied with what Bburago has done. So yeah, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.